What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Meebits Football live stream. It's a sad day today. How are you?
It's a sad day for you. It's a day of redemption for the karma of
No era
PKs.
penal.
No era penal. No era penal. We'll talk about that. I think listen, I feel bad for your Dutch side of the family. I know your dad was not very much not feeling too good this morning or last night. But we talked about no era penal for multiple times, and I think that maybe this is the end of that curse that we might have put on you guys. Anyways, GM everybody, we jumped right into it, but the Netherlands lost yesterday.
Yeah.
In PKs in Mexico, and for those of you who might not be aware, the Netherlands faked a foul in the box back in 2014 against Mexico that gave them the goal that eliminated us from the World Cup, and the Netherlands has not lost a regulation World Cup match since, but they have not won one. Like
through penalties.
They've been eliminated 3 times in a row in penalties since then. So it was just divine karma, provenance. I don't know what you want to call it. I'm just gonna move your mic a little bit forward because we have construction outside again. But lots to talk about today. We'll jump into the matches here in a second. Just wanted to say hi. How are you feeling?
New coffee review.
This
is actually my college coffee order. It's a sweet cream cold brew from Starbucks.
Sweet cream
with cinnamon.
Cold brew.
Yep.
Okay. With cinnamon.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the calorie count on that?
You never say that to a girl. And it's 80 calories. What do you mean cinnamon doesn't have calories, does it?
No, but like sweet cream.
Oh.
Yes, I don't know.
Triggering. Anyways.
Have
fun with your black coffee.
I love my black coffee. But you know what I love more? Other than seeing teams that we don't like get eliminated? Meebits football. And today we just posted our big announcement. Again, sorry guys, there's construction. If you can hear it, apologize, not much we can do. But Meebits football, we are launching the next stage of our game today at 1 p.m. And that is the Meebits Legends Burn to Redeem characters. These are 15 new Meebits football collectibles. They will be NFTs. And the only way you can get them is by burning 3 of your existing group stage collectibles, they're group 1 or group stage collectibles, to get a freaking amazing Legends. There's only 300 of them, so they are much more limited than the other ones. Again, there's 15 of them, so there should be plenty for everybody who wants to burn to redeem. There will be an easy button on the Meebits Football website where you can just log in with your wallet and trigger the burn to redeem. These are instant reveal, so the minute that you mint it, you will know what you get. It is an exciting time because these are incredible. Bailey and our creative team have been working on it for a while. It's the kind of stuff that
working very hard too.
Very hard.
I've seen it firsthand, and obviously I don't know the most about Web3 now. I know a lot more than I did, but yeah, just working their butts off.
They are. How do we cheer you up after that loss yesterday?
I don't know. I'm just depressed. I'm kidding. I don't know. Like, I can't. It actually makes me like so sad. And I wasn't like, I'm gonna go to the Netherlands game. Like, I am a diehard fan because my family is Dutch. My dad loves the Dutch team, and it made me more sad to see that my dad was sad. Like, if he was, I'm fine, I don't care, then I'd be like, all right, this sucks, but it's fine. But then I opened my phone this morning, and naturally I had to go on TikTok, right?
Of course.
And just routine. And the first edit I see is of, like, the PK they miss, and he goes like this, and it's like a sad song, and it was just really sad.
So how do we cheer you up?
By talking about the round of 16.
Okay, well, round of 16 is actually a great topic because alongside with the new Legends collectibles, we are launching the knockout stage part of our fantasy football, which you all enjoy. So
To see you guys win will make me happy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
You guys gotta win it for Sufine.
I'm so selfless, right?
You gotta win it for Sufine. The new fantasy football changes a little bit for the knockout stage. First of all, obviously the round of 32 is already in motion, so we're gonna kick off with the round of 16 that goes live on July 4th. And the way knockout football's fantasy is going to work is that you set your lineup for the two next rounds. So the lineup that you set up today will work for round of 16 and quarterfinals, and then after that, the lineup that you set will count the points from your players from the semifinal, the third place game, and the final. And so this involves a little bit more strategy because obviously, you're getting points from 2 matches, whereas the first group stage was just for 1 match day. But also, some teams are going to get knocked out. I mean, half the teams are going to get knocked out.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. You will get the opportunity to substitute one player from your team after the first match of that round. So, round of 16, the games happen. You can substitute somebody, either somebody that was eliminated, most likely, or maybe a team that didn't perform as well for you, or you think is going to perform worse in the next round. You can substitute that at the end of that round. We'll tally up all the points, and we will have a winner.
Yep.
And then we'll do the same thing for the final. Now, how do legends play into this? Well, first, before we go to the legends, one thing that is important to note is, given we had a lot of ties during the group stage, people fielding the same teams, and obviously there's a lot less teams now in the knockout stage.
And you can't tie.
Right, we don't want to have ties so people can really win the money and the prizes. We'll remove the same team bonus. So in the group stage, you had a 20% bonus if you fielded people or players from the same team. Now that is gone. Hopefully that also makes people strategize a little bit better, so that we have one clear winner. Also, because we don't want to have ties anymore. We have 2 questions that you're gonna have to answer when you submit your lineup. That will help us be the tiebreaker. You'll see those when you submit your lineups. We'll make it very, very fun for you guys. And as I was saying, the game dates. So there's 2 games really for fantasy. The first one includes round of 16 and the quarterfinals. And the second game is semifinals, third place game, and the final. And
which is not that far away.
It's not that far away. I'm already having fun or withdrawal, as we were talking about yesterday. Now, how do legends play in fantasy? Legends, if you have a legend in your lineup, you will not get extra points, but you will qualify for the enhanced prize pool, which will include 1 OG Meebit. So if you win your round with a legend in play, you will also win a Meebit. If not, you just win the prize. There are 15 legends. I think 3 or 4 of them are in teams that are not playing. Of course, luck of the draw. We'll love to trade with you guys once we start burning and redeeming. So again, we just want to make it fun. The feedback on the game has been really, really good so far. So we appreciate everybody that's engaged with us, that played with us. We're really excited about this knockout stage. They're beautiful. I mean, you guys are going to fall in love with them just like we have. And shout out to Bailey and the team for making those. So TLDR, Meebits Football Legends, the only way to get them is to redeem via burning of the 3 group stage collectibles. There's 5 Meebits in the pool for the 300 reveals of the legends. And so you have 10 times better odds to win a Meebit by burning and redeeming a legend than you have in the original group stage pool. And you can use your legend in knockout stage fantasy to qualify for the enhanced prize pool. That means you win a Meebit on top of the prize. Knockout stage starts on the round of 16, so you have 3 days left to go get your lineups. Obviously, all the times and everything are going to be on the Meebits Football website. Our updated site goes live today at 1 p.m. And any questions, Discord, X, whatever you guys... the chat, whatever you guys are using to communicate with us. And so Pedro from Solana is asking, when Grant? No, I'm just kidding. Man, you know what? We should chat, Pedro. There's a lot of stuff we could do for sure. We're open to that. And congrats to Pedro is Brazilian. Congrats to Brazil yesterday.
Congrats.
Maybe it's a good transition into talking about the games yesterday, which were
really exciting.
Really
I will
exciting.
say,
Really,
besides
really
the last one, I'll still say that the games yesterday were really exciting. I feel like most results I was not expecting, but also the Brazil-Japan game. We can start with that one. So it was the first game.
Let's start with that one.
Such a fun game to watch. The first half I watched here, so I didn't really see it, but second half I watched and it was crazy. And the fact that Brazil ended up with a win in stoppage time, yeah. It was textbook Brazil, I would say.
It was textbook Brazil where they start out slow, but they just decided to turn it on. And
it's the vibes. The team has great vibes.
Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of DMs here from people cheering for Mexico. Appreciate you guys. Brazil just decided to turn it on, and they did.
Not the topic, guys.
Ancelotti, for all the heat he takes for not fielding Endrick.
Yeah.
Great substitutions that really made a difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great to see Japan just kind of go up. Sadly, they went and parked the bus, which I don't think it's a good strategy when you're playing a team like Brazil, who are just killers.
Because even if you do park the bus, they're gonna find a way to score, and it doesn't matter how many players you have in the box defending. How many?
Japan had a couple of miracle saves,
last-ditch efforts, which were great saves, and I will say Japan did play well, but I think that Brazil just always kind of finds a way to win.
Yes, they do it, having won it. And this is the longest stretch of World Cup without winning the championship.
Okay.
So maybe this is it for them this year.
That'd be crazy. It would not be on my expectation, but I would love it. I think that if I want to see any other team win, other than USA or Netherlands, it would be Brazil.
You know what? I agree. I was kind of a little heartbroken for Japan yesterday.
I know. After the game, it's when they zoom in on the players and they're crying. I'm like, I can't watch it. It's so sad.
But if I think of the countries and the people that have made the most impact in my life, both professionally and personally, Brazil is at the very top of that list.
Yeah, I would agree.
And along with Chile and Peru and Colombia. And so have a really soft spot in my heart for Brazilians. I've had some great times in Rio and Sao Paulo. So yeah, it will not bother me to see them go all the way. And New York would be so much fun.
It would be so fun.
It would be so much fun. Obviously, the final is here, and the Brazilians are out of control.
It's crazy.
They've been renting out this club. It's an EDM club in Midtown called Nebula. Okay. They packed it to the rim yesterday for the 1 p.m. game. It was insane. I was looking at the pictures on Instagram.
Yeah.
You gotta love Brazil. You gotta love Gustavo Lima.
What do you think the percentage is that they win the World Cup?
Well, I think they should have jumped here in the odds. Maybe we can take a look here at Mebit's Football to see where they are now.
Because now I'm getting excited. I'm like, if they win, that'd be actually really fun.
Interesting. They didn't jump as much as you would expect. They're trading at here. Let me move it over here. At 7%. They're trading below England.
Pretty low. That's weird. I think they should be above England, but Spain, Argentina, France, that makes sense.
Brazil
Even
looks
Spain,
better than Spain.
Yeah, I could agree with that. And Lamin's great, but we have Vinny Jr. I say we. I'm not even a part of Brazil. I'm such a bandwagon. But they have Vinny Jr.
You're like, fala, galera.
What do you think about Neymar not playing 1 minute?
I thought it was the right call.
Okay.
I think he's just there for figurehead.
Okay.
He's like Memo Ochoa.
Yeah. Just kind of he's a legend.
Again, Ancelotti's subs were exactly what Brazil needed, and they worked out. And it's just exciting to watch Brazil play.
It is.
If you think about the other matches, Netherlands, Germany, they were not exciting to watch. As if you really like attacking football and you like...
Yeah. Brazil takes risks.
Yeah, Brazil was really good in that sense. And, I'm excited for them.
Me too.
They go... Well, actually, so obviously in this World Cup, for the knockout stage, we only had 4 games, and 3 of them featured last-minute goals, right? So Canada won with 92nd-minute goal.
Yeah.
Obviously, Brazil won with a last-minute goal.
95th minute.
Which is the historically, talking about obscure records.
Niche records.
And shout out to PM Analytics, our partners on this, for highlighting this.
Yeah.
So Gabriel Martinelli's 95-minute goal, listen to this, guys, this is insane, was the latest game-winning, so not the most recent, but the most further out from 90 minutes, game-winning goal in knockout stage history. Obviously not including extra time games. So literally when you talk about last minute goal, this is the last of the last minute goals ever. So, and it was a really good goal. It was very exciting. Sad for Japan. They lost the ball as they were, getting out. But such is football. Such is football. And now they face the winner of Norway versus
Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
Which I think that they're in a good position with that because Norway obviously has Holland and they're very good, but I don't see Norway making it past like the round of 16.
Well, Norway doesn't even see themselves making it past the group stage. They shipped over food just for the group stage.
It's crazy. And the way that they shipped over food is hilarious to me, but I mean, to each their own.
Hey,
Does every team do that? No, right?
A lot of teams like bring special things, but I think Norway just like shipped their whole everything they were gonna eat.
Insane. And I'm sure Holland eats half of it.
He drinks raw milk, which is illegal in the U.S., so he couldn't get that. Yeah, apparently.
I feel like really. Oh, maybe raw cheese is the one that people do on like a carnivore diet. Have you heard of that?
Maybe, but when you sit on a trading desk for 12 years, you see every diet and fad go through. So that one was a big one back in like 2012, 2013.
Yeah, and it came back like 2 years ago.
Did it?
Yeah, because me and my friends would always like make carnivore diet dinners.
And what was it?
It was like ground beef, grass-fed ground beef with raw cheese, and then you do like avocado, sourdough, and egg.
Okay.
And then you put it on like a plate, and you'd eat like like a carnivore. I don't know how to explain it, but like it was fun. We'd like sit and like be like.
Okay, so you said and eat like a carnivore. How do like carnivores eat different than like normal?
We just would like eat like a man, basically.
Like Holland.
Yeah, no, literally. It's not very ladylike, but whatever. It was funny.
So Fiend's spilling the secrets to the LSU women's soccer
They actually
team.
posted our dinner on the LSU nutrition account too.
Really?
We were like.
Let's go. I love that you're always representing LSU.
I have to be. Half my wardrobe is LSU stuff.
All right. So that's Brazil.
Yeah. And then we have Germany, Paraguay. Not what I was expecting at all. But I will say, I mean.
Can I ask why not?
I just felt like Germany's a stronger team.
Okay.
But, I mean. Then again, Paraguay played better than them. And
they played so much
Germany,
better.
out of all of their games, they did not show up for one of them.
They didn't. They didn't show up.
One of them did, but like
Curacao.
Other than that, I don't think that they really looked like the powerhouse that they.
Well, they haven't looked like powerhouse in a long time. They're starting to become a lost generation.
Yeah.
They hadn't featured in a knockout stage match since their final that they won in 2014, right? So that's 12 years without making it out of the group stage. They make it out of the group stage and they lose to Paraguay, which, all respect to Paraguay, but obviously, the lower expectation teams when it comes to Germany. And Germany has just a stacked team.
Yeah.
Paraguay, though, the goalie.
Really cool story.
Orlando Hill.
Yeah.
So let's get emotional here for a second, guys. Orlando Hill, who is the Paraguay goalie that not only obviously had a stand-up performance in the PKs and obviously made the saves that are seeing Paraguay go to the next round, but during the regular time, he also was just insane. I was just loving it. And little story here. So he used to play, I think, in like second division up until like 3 years ago. And then he moved to Argentina to play there. And for some reason, like very, very lucky reason, he was going to be the backup goalie in like middle of the table team.
Yeah.
They ran out of money, and he was made starter. And obviously he's a really good goalie, as you saw. And obviously now that's he's changed his life. But there was a really sweet note from his wife back in the day, a couple of years ago, where she was sharing that. His son was born with like some medical issues, and Orlando went and sold all his like memorabilia and like jerseys from games that he was saving in order to make ends meet. And so, God, that just touches my heart and makes me want to cheer them so much more until they play Mexico. But
that's so amazing, though.
But that is the kind of stories that you just love.
And the players that you root for, because you know that it's so much more than just the game to them.
Right. And it's not just like some player that is making millions of dollars.
No, yeah.
This is somebody that's really just worked his ass off to represent his country, and then came across, like, compared to, not disrespect to the Uruguayan goalie, but like all those mistakes that cost your team. Whereas here,
he's played great.
Yeah.
He had a great game yesterday.
Insane game.
Yeah.
Insane game. So,
which makes it even more exciting. But like we said, the goalkeeping this World Cup, and especially even in the round of 32 so far, has been phenomenal. And we'll get to it with the next game, but like...
But I mean, even like the PKs were insane, right? Because Paraguay looked like they were set to take it.
Yeah.
And Germany made an insane comeback. The Germany had a little bit of heartbreak. They had a goal taken away in the first half of extra time, which I think it was the right call, but obviously, you know...
It was a good goal, though, if it was technically counted.
And then Germany, you can't be a German World Cup team and miss PKs.
Yeah.
Not only that, but so I don't know if you guys heard this, but the player who shot the last PK for Germany. So obviously so you guys know, right? When you go to your PKs, you gotta submit your shooters for the first 5.
Yeah.
But then, you know, if it goes to sudden death, which is 1-1, you know, after 5, you just kind of like somebody takes it. And so the player...
There's usually an extra 5 that they line up. Like, okay, well, if we go past this, you guys are going to take it.
You kind of know.
Germany put their center back, right, Jonathan Tah, and a lot of center backs are very good in executing PKs, but I don't know if it's the right decision.
Well, it was not the right decision, and what the anecdote is that like 2 of their like attacking players chickened out of shooting.
That happens. I mean, a lot of our forwards at LSU didn't like. They just say I don't like taking PKs, and I'm like, well, but you're a forward. Like, I'm not, to each their own, but like I would not want to stand up there and do that. But at the same time, like, I think as a goalkeeper, it'd be fun because there's lower expectations.
Right.
If you make it, everyone's like, oh my gosh, and if you don't, they're like, oh, it's fine. You're
By the way, like goalies can take PKs either as part of the 5 or if it gets to sudden death enough, or like you run out of like.
And they shoot on each other.
Yeah, they shoot at each other, which is pretty cool. It's only happened a few times.
Yeah, there was a goalie at LSU, the one before I got there, and before the other goalie, but she took every single PK for LSU and was like the best.
So Jorge Campos, who is featured on the pack of Mivets Legends and obviously is coming in Mivets Legends, he was a great striker as well. So I like taking PKs as a goalie.
Yeah.
I prefer stopping them.
I like taking them. I like scoring. I don't like missing. As you guys saw probably on the Instagram when I missed 4 shots in a row. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, guys, go watch that reel. It's really funny. You can see me fly.
I can't rewatch it. I edited it, but I was like, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. But again, a great match. I think this World Cup really delivering. Obviously, heartbreak for Germany. I think a lot of questions have to be answered from that. 2014, your last game is that you win in knockout stage is a World Cup final, and then 0 since. That's for what, they're 3-time, 4-time champs. Like that is disappointing. Mm-hmm. It's not as bad as like Italy.
At least I will say I watched a press conference with I want to say their captain. I'm not 100% sure. But they're pretty aware, which is good too. Like they were like, we don't deserve to advance.
It's Flex getting hot. It's getting hot.
I think they know where the fault was this World Cup, and like hopefully in 4 years, for their sake, they come back and they fix it and they can turn it around for Germany.
Well, I love seeing new teams do well, or like other teams do well. Like you still want like the classics. To do better than they have so far. I mean, Brazil came very close. Yeah. Very, very close.
I saw, like, during the game, there was memes coming out, like, there's no way Brazil's getting knocked out right now. And I was like, wait, like, maybe they will. That would be crazy to me. But at the same time, the World Cup is crazy, soccer is crazy. So we might see crazy upsets today. France might not make it through.
Well, imagine the day, right? Imagine the day Brazil, Germany, and Netherlands knocked out.
I'd literally be like, done.
Bye Mivets, bye Mivets football, bye New York.
Actually, USA is still in it, so shout out USA.
Your other team.
My other team. So I cheer for 2 teams, but it's fine. I'll get a split jersey.
Talking about the other team.
So sad.
Netherlands.
It was 2 great goals, I will say, scored by both teams. Netherlands' goal was, it was kind of a defending mistake for Morocco, but also just like...
Morocco so here's what, people are shocked that Morocco beat Netherlands. But if you look at the FIFA world ranking, Morocco is actually ranked 6th in the world and the Netherlands 7th. So actually your expectations should have been, if you're like, don't really have a team in the fight.
Yeah.
Your expectation should have been for Morocco to beat the Netherlands. But obviously, right, people think European teams as being better, yada, yada, yada. But the reality is, Morocco is the better team as far as rankings go.
Yeah.
And
there was another really emotional story with Cody Gakpo, who's a Netherlands player, and he scored a goal in the 72nd minute.
Yeah, he was the guy who tied the game.
Which was a great goal. One, I just said, the Morocco team had a little bit of a defensive slip up.
Yeah, he didn't tie. It was a go-ahead goal.
Yeah. But he lost a child a few days ago.
Yeah, they had a miscarriage, which obviously hits very close to home. So seeing his reaction on the field and the whole team just rushed over.
Yeah.
Man, football full of emotions.
And I feel like we've seen a lot of, obviously this is situational, but a lot of emotion this World Cup, which is awesome because it shows that there's so much more to the game. Even with Messi being like, it's been a hard couple months, I think something with his father.
Yeah, his dad is sick.
Yeah, so just so much more than soccer.
The humanity just comes out.
Yeah. But obviously Morocco scored in the 91st stoppage time minute and another stoppage time.
Well, so let's talk about the game a little bit more, right? So the Dutch looked okay to start, and then they kind of just fell back. And then the second half was all Morocco.
I think the first half was all Morocco too.
Okay, I was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
But it was not...
To be so honest.
So they were better, but the Dutch did not look like the Dutch to me. They literally parked the bus like they were freaking...
They looked scared.
Dr. Congo, who I love, but they looked scared. They looked dull.
And, I mean, Hakimi had 2 really good shots, and number 8 had another good shot. Both great saves by Netherlands, but the fact that they're even having these wide open shots on goal is a lack of defensive, and it's a mistake. And I just think that even the commentators were like, this does not look like the Netherlands team that we've seen this World Cup. So I don't know what changed today, what tactic changed. That their formation was the same starting lineup. They didn't have the edge that they usually have. And you guys saw it in the first game. They won 3-1, I want to say. And the forwards were literally doing everything to get a pinky toe on the ball. And yesterday they were just kind of like, meh.
Yeah, compare the Netherlands versus Sweden game. The Netherlands looked diabolical.
Yeah.
To yesterday, they just looked... You're right, they looked scared. I was watching it in Spanish because I was at Soqueria out in Greenpoint, and the commentators, like, the 89th minute, they're like, look at how calm Morocco is playing, even though they're down and they got to score to, survive.
I remember.
And then they went and they scored that goal. It was a great goal.
Super good goal.
Super good goal. And then they just dominated the overtime.
It seemed like they just wanted it more.
Yeah.
I hate it when coaches say that, but
you can see it.
But you could see it on the field. I feel like they kind of like Brazil. They trusted their ability and weren't really stressed out, because the second you start stressing out is when you make mistakes.
Yes.
So I think they knew that, and I don't know necessarily if they're the most experienced team. They're a pretty young team, but they played great. The goalie played great. He had another couple good saves. But I will say the Morocco goal was phenomenal. Like, watching it, I was like, what is that?
It was a great goal.
Especially he flew through the air.
In a moment of pressure, it's score or go home.
Yeah. There was another moment first half where Morocco had a wide open shot on goal. Did you see? It wasn't a shot, actually. A cross came in. He was running through and the ball just went through the box. And I was like, you got to score that. If you're a team and you're in a World Cup, those are the opportunities you might not get back.
Yeah.
But they figured it out.
They figured it out and went to PKs. And so actually, Captain is asking what's the PK karma, which is perfect time.
No.
To remind everybody of what happened in
Take it back.
2014.
We already talked about it. No era penal.
No era penal. This is a very famous play where Robin faked a foul in the box. Got awarded a PK. This is pretty much one of the decisions that led to VAR being implemented, actually, in international.
I've never heard someone call it that.
Oh, VAR?
No, it probably is called VAR, honestly.
VAR. In Mexico, would just say anything.
I was like, what is VAR?
At least I can see the difference now between VAR and bar. Because up until 3 years ago, everything was a B.
Really?
Yeah. That makes... Sometimes it complicates things when you're trying to communicate. But anyway, VAR, VAR, this play, Rafa Marquez versus Robin. Rafa doesn't touch him. Rafa Marquez is one of the darlings of Mexican soccer, defender, played for Monaco, Barcelona. Anyways, Robin just fakes it, dives in the box, dumbass referee awards a PK.
It is funny to see the photo. He's like,
And so since that day, we like the Netherlands. We like orange in Mexico. We like everybody.
yeah.
But since that day, Netherlands became one of like, not enemy number one, but no era penal, which means it wasn't a PK. It became a war cry in Mexico. And so the fact that one, as we were just talking about, the Netherlands is undefeated in regulation time in like the last 20 matches or so in World Cups, but have been eliminated 3 times since that year in PKs. And by the way, yesterday was the actual anniversary of that play. It was June 29th. And Netherlands goes to PKs in Mexico.
Was this the round of 32?
That was the round of 16. We didn't have rounds of 32 back then.
Right.
In Mexico, they go to PKs and they lose. So if you were watching the game and you were like wondering if you could hear the crowd just boo Netherlands and cheer for Morocco, it's because of this. It's because...
So they went to the game to boo the Netherlands on. It's fan behavior.
That's just what it is. It's karma. And that's what happened with Robin. And I don't know, maybe I feel like we got our revenge. Maybe it's time to turn a new leaf, a new chapter in the history between Mexico and the Netherlands.
Such a great kit, though, the all orange.
Yesterday, just...
Not to change the subject.
No, they get even more neon every time, which is...
It's so sick.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I want to like the Netherlands, but like...
You can.
Since no era penal is...
Like, I respect Mexico as a team.
No, I respect the Netherlands. I just don't like them. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
I respect the U.S. All right, but it was... Talking about the actual
You can't
PKs.
say you don't like them.
I know.
They're kids.
I'm going to get kicked out of the house. The Netherlands, that was weirdest PK set that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Both teams combined for 3 hits on the posts. And then the Dutch keeper, who had such a really good performance, manages to score an own goal in PKs.
Yeah. It hurt to watch.
It hurt to watch. Insane.
His uniform was cool.
His uniform was really cool. But if you haven't watched the PKs, go back and watch them because it is thrilling. It is exciting. And I know there's a lot of commentary on X whether it's the best way to resolve a game or not. By the way, you could tell the Dutch team, I think another highlight to me, or not highlight, but something to highlight. So Morocco got to Monterrey, the city where they played. You know, in the schedule it says Guadalupe because that's like Brooklyn and Manhattan, but it's Monterrey is a big city. They got there on like Thursday night or Friday.
Yeah.
It's a hot place. Like northern Mexico is hot. That's where I went to college, or at least my first half of college. The Netherlands got there the night prior. So they didn't have time to train. And
Wait, why?
I have no idea. Ask your people. And so you could see that yesterday. The Netherlands players could not run anymore.
Yeah.
They couldn't run. They were just gassed.
That could be why they were playing so poorly.
No, totally.
Yeah.
They were absolutely gassed, and you can see that. And against somebody that grew up in northern Mexico, like it's a different type of heat. It is a very different type of heat, and it was hot yesterday.
It's not necessarily like a Louisiana humid, right? It's
it's like a hell hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you've been playing, competitively for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. You're traveling because obviously Netherlands moved around. I think it was bad logistics from the Netherlands to not arrive sooner.
So weird.
And then they had the whole stadium against them too, which is probably doesn't help.
No.
When you're like trying to like muster the energy to go and run. And I also think that affected the PK execution because I've never seen such bad PKs.
Yeah. And I don't know, it's just such an odd way to do that because then you're traveling the day before, and you should, even if it's for an hour, you shouldn't do that. Like our coaches, even in college, my coach got us to the games like 3 days before, and we'd be like, all right, like this is pretty early. We don't need to come here 3 days before. But she always felt like it was going to help us in terms of like our lungs, and even if we're going from Louisiana to Alabama, which is the same state basically.
Is it?
No, but it's all the South, and the weather in Louisiana and
Oh my
Alabama.
God! Did I hear a little like Southern draw come out there? For a
No,
second?
my best friend is from Georgia, and so I literally was saying y'all all last year, and then I got back to California, and my friends were like, "Stop saying y'all."
What do they say in California?
You guys.
You guys. I say
So-
y'all because of Texas.
Yeah, or I'm like, okay, look, like y'all need to do that, and then I'm like, oh, gosh, you stop.
You guys. Okay.
But then I have to force like you guys should go there, so either or is kind of like.
Okay.
But off topic, anyways. Yeah, I think
bad logistics,
Preparation's everything.
bad like, I don't know, strategy for the game. Again, Morocco is a higher ranked team than the Netherlands. And a lot of people did not even think of that. Morocco looked really good. The Netherlands looked not so good.
Yeah.
PKs are a coin flip, but I do think the better team won yesterday.
Fair.
You will agree?
Yeah. No. What? No. Better team in PKs.
The team that executed the best.
I think Morocco played better. They deserved to win, but Netherlands is a better team overall.
Okay, well, the results do not agree with you on that. Maybe you guys can prove us wrong in 2030,
But since Morocco
which will be played in Morocco.
That's actually cool. I've always wanted to go to Morocco.
And all the Moroccan fans on Twitter were like, "We love Mexico. Thank you so much for like cheering for us when you guys come to Morocco next time around. We're gonna be there for you." And I cannot.
That's
wait.
funny. That's actually really funny.
I cannot wait. All right, so all right, guys, just put the Robin PK no era penal image, just so you know it's burnt in our minds.
No, I think we've seen it for not long enough.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, anyways, there's a lot of funny memes, which I'm not going to share because it involved like Dutch people crying and Mexican comments on them, but they're fun. Let's look ahead. Where are we on the bracket? So, this is a little small, so hopefully you guys can read it and not just follow along. So, Paraguay is through after upsetting Germany. France and Sweden play today, and we'll get to that game too right now. Canada obviously beat South Africa. And then Morocco beat the Netherlands, so they're playing each other. And then on the other side of the bracket, Brazil yesterday beat Japan, and they're waiting for the winner of Ivory Coast versus Norway. Another game today, Mexico, mi querido Mexico, plays Ecuador in the late game tonight. So which one would you like to start with?
Norway, Ivory Coast. I don't want to say this is an obvious win, but I just think that Norway has this niche little, I don't know the word, firecracker vibe that they're in right now.
Okay, firecracker vibe.
Guys, don't laugh at me. But, like, it is, they have all their celebrations. The fan base is huge here. Holland's playing great. He's our man-child. He doesn't care about anything. He has a kid, you know that?
Really?
Yeah. He's a
I could definitely. He's probably an awesome dad.
He's definitely an awesome dad. But I think that Norway's the favorites, and they'll probably end up playing Brazil. But you never know; they might get upset by Ivory Coast.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more like upsets left, right? Like
Yeah, slight upsets.
slights. Yeah. So prediction markets have Norway with 46%, and then Ivory Coast, who's the home team for this match, at 26%. With a draw at 28%. I think those are all very fair odds. I don't think there's anything mispriced there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting match because both teams are looking for their first ever knockout stage win.
Mm-hmm.
So history is gonna be made today in Dallas at 1 p.m. EST. Obviously, Ivory Coast held their own against Germany and Ecuador.
Yeah, and they are a very good team.
So I do think that the stadium is gonna be heavy towards Norway. And that is something that I don't know if you noticed, other than Mexicans cheering on Morocco yesterday, Mexicans love just absorbing cultures, and they were doing the Viking.
I love it.
Like the last 30 minutes of the game, it was just the whole
The Norway
stadium.
culture is really cool to me.
It is cool. I kind of want to go to Norway.
Yeah.
I've been to Sweden, but not Norway.
Yeah, I've never been to either, actually.
Yeah.
Has Norway been good in the past?
The World Cup, well, they never won in the knockout stage, so.
But have they been like a decent team?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's cool. They're turning a new leaf for the country, and
They're so dominating. Like in triathlon, KB and like long distance triathlon, and then like some other. There's a lot of like really good triathletes that are Norwegian.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
then
All
we
right.
have a game here in Jersey.
In Jersey.
5 p.m. France obviously are the favorites.
Yes.
No shocker there. But I think France is just the strongest team I've seen so far.
By far.
But
They have depth.
that doesn't mean that they're going to win it.
Yeah, I mean, Sweden snuck into the World Cup through the playoff. And obviously they lost really badly to the Netherlands in the group stage.
They also haven't kept a clean sheet in 14 games.
And France is the freaking scoring
14.
machine.
Like, that is crazy.
Yes.
Even if you're playing the best team ever, I just think that not having a clean sheet in 14 games is a red flag. Hopefully,
it's a red flag. That's a best way to put it.
But then again, like, neither did Netherlands, but that didn't work out for them, so I don't know. Well, it'll be interesting to see if they can keep a clean sheet. I think that against France, if anyone's going to score on you, it's going to be France.
Yes.
Because they're so good.
So scary.
They're
scary because their forwards are some of the best, if not, Mbappe best in the world. But like their midfield, like Olise and those guys, like they know how to create plays from all sides. Like if you watch Spain play, with Yamin, you're always going through the right? They're going through him. Mm-hmm. Whereas France is just really moving the ball all around, and you never know where they're going to come from. So Poly Market has them at 77%, with Sweden at 8%. This is the kind of scenario where I just like maybe putting a little bit of hope on the away team. And then if there's a clean sheet by like the 30th minute, the odds start kind of like repricing that. Could be an interesting opportunity there to do like a little trade if you're into that. But I think it's going to be a really, really good game just because the quality of the French players is so good that it's just going to be a scoring fest.
They're so respectable. Their jerseys are awesome. The collars. They're the only team I think could pull off the collars.
The blue ones? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I just think it's fitting to to them in their country.
What about Italy?
They're not in the World Cup.
They are in the
but if they
football
were
legends.
True. If they were, and they're in the legends, but I think Italy does pull it off, yes. And I think Ireland does too.
Ireland wears blue?
Not blue. I mean the color.
Oh, the color.
But I don't personally would not want to wear a color. I think it just.
I don't know. I think I look great in blue, honestly. That's what I've been told. I don't know.
Do you want to go over the next exciting game in Mexico City?
I do want to go over the next exciting game in Mexico City, which is Mexico versus Ecuador. I have a pit in my stomach already.
How do you feel about this one? Honestly,
I see these other teams play like worse teams than Ecuador, and I'm a little bit jealous. Mm-hmm. Canada making it by beating South Africa. Like Ecuador is a tough team, right? Any team that plays in South America, as we saw with Paraguay, as we saw with Ecuador beating Germany, you have to. It's like you're living in the block playing with, some of the best kids in school. Yeah. And so whether you like it or not, while you might not feature in championships too often because, you're playing with Brazil and Argentina and so on, like you get good from that company you keep.
Yeah.
And Ecuador is one of those. Ecuador finished second in the group, in the qualifying for South America, which is notable. The other thing is Mexico's advantage is when we play Mexico City, the stadium, Estadio Azteca or Mexico City Stadium this time around, it's at such elevation that it plays in our advantage.
Is it the mountain stadium?
No, Mexico City is at elevation.
Okay.
And so Quito, the Ecuador capital where Ecuador plays, they are at elevation that I think is higher. Mm-hmm. So our home field advantage, other than the fans, and by the way, there's going to be 80,000 green jerseys there tonight.
Who says to wear green, by the way?
Everybody, like the national team on social accounts, was like everybody wear green today.
I love the theme.
Yes, it's going to be all green. Ecuadorians were complaining about there no being any tickets, but hey guys, if you want to get tickets to your games, host the World Cup.
Yeah. Period.
There's been a lot of Mexicans, we love everybody except if we're playing you or you steal a PK from us. So there's been a lot of hostility online towards Ecuadorians. I don't condone it, but I'm having fun watching the memes. It's
no bad blood. Like all the memes, everything, it's funny.
It is funny.
Even if it's about you, it's funny. Like
it's funny. What's not funny is that we're the lowest, the expectations for Mexico to win the game are the lowest of like the favorites here. We're even lower than Norway. Yeah, we have 44% chance of winning with a 34% chance of a draw. And that comes not only from what we just discussed, I think they're very well suited to play each other, but also the fact that the last two games between Mexico and Ecuador were quite recently, over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So we played in Copa America, that ended in a draw, and we played a friendly October 2025 that ended in a draw.
So it's bound to have a winner now.
Well, it has to, yes.
Well, yes, but you know what I mean. In regulation time, I think that PKs, yes, whatever, but
PKs are a nightmare for Mexico. We've been eliminated from the World Cup in PKs a couple times. My first memory of a World Cup is getting eliminated by Bulgaria in PKs in '94. So it is not. We don't want to get there.
Yeah.
Mexico's strength this time around is having a clean sheet of like the last, obviously all the group stage.
They've done really good.
So yes, we'll see what happens. Am I nervous? Hell yeah. Am I gonna
Good nerves.
cheer and just get emotional the whole game? Probably.
For your sake, I'll be praying.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Obviously, Mexicans, we do not miss an opportunity to try to give our team any advantage. And so, Mexican Instagram news account.
That is so funny.
Yesterday, it was like, hey, it will be a shame.
They're standing there?
There will be a shame if every person in Mexico City showed up to Ecuador's team hotel at 11:30 p.m. the night prior to the game, so last night.
But how'd they know they were staying there?
Oh, because kind of obviously there's a lot of people that work at the hotel, but also the security setups and stuff like that. And I do think FIFA does make it public.
Because sometimes I'm like, it's not very safe.
Well, I mean, they're protected, right? And nobody's going to
True.
go mess with them.
No, yeah,
physically.
that's true.
We just threw a gigantic party outside the hotel last night.
So funny.
Banging pots and pans and fireworks and music. There's a guy with a drum set. And all fair, Ecuador is complaining about the fact that it took them 6 hours to make the trip, or 9 hours, twice as long. But if you guys hear this, just so you know, Mexico City has 23 million people. We're known for having the worst traffic in the world.
Seriously? I didn't know that.
Yes, and this team decided to drive in freaking rush hour on a Monday. So, not our fault. They were told to get there on Sunday. They decided against it. Now they're complaining about the traffic. And obviously, we're Mexicans. We're partying. This could be the difference if they don't sleep. So there's a very cute video of an Ecuadorian fan. He's like a 5-year-old kid. Mm-hmm. He's wearing his Ecuador jersey and glasses and standing inside the hotel. And he's narrating the fact that those Mexican fans making noise. He's so sad. He's like, why are they doing that? This is not fair. And I feel bad. But yeah.
They're in Mexico City. What do they expect?
Exactly.
Passion is something that Mexico fans never lack.
Exactly. And this is our year to make it to that. We should reach the semis, I think. I hope.
Yeah.
But it's a tough road for Mexico. If you look at the bracket, right? So I'm gonna go back to the bracket here. We gotta beat Ecuador today, and then we would have to beat England, assuming they can beat my sweetheart Dr. Combo, and then we'll have to beat Argentina in the quarterfinal.
Yeah.
So, and Argentina, it is one of the teams that knocked us out of the World Cup.
Wouldn't it be
most recently?
Brazil?
Oh yeah, Brazil first.
Yeah.
In quarterfinal, and Argentina's in the semis. You're right. You are right.
Which I think it's a better path than Argentina.
They both suck. I mean, you look at the U.S. on the other side, and it's got Bosnia, Belgium, and I guess Spain or Portugal after that. It gets tough for everybody. I mean, maybe this. I don't know. You
got to beat everyone to win. So.
You got to beat everyone to win. I just don't want us to embarrass ourselves and not do better than the U.S. and Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair. Canada's honestly surprised me. I did not think they'd make it to the round of 16.
Well, they got South Africa, and South Africa decided not to show up.
True. But now, the Morocco will be a big test for them.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Morocco should take it easily. I just got very hungry. I don't know why.
What's on your lunch deck today?
I don't know. I got to set a good base because it's three matches today. Definitely watching them all. Meeting somebody from JUEGA Labs for lunch.
Nice.
And then making out the trip to Brooklyn.
Greenpoint? Oh, no.
Yeah, Greenpoint. We're going to Berry Park.
Berry Park.
We love Berry Park. We love Sports Monkey NFT. We just swept some for our treasury. But we'll be having dinner before that at El Submarino, which is a Mexican seafood place out there in Brooklyn. Shout out to PP Man from JUEGA Labs, who put me onto that place. Fellow Mexican who left New York. I don't know why he did that. I miss him. It was our summer hangout. We just go there at 1 p.m. Saturday. And next thing you know, it's Sunday at 7 a.m.
And this is in Brooklyn, too?
This is in Brooklyn,
yeah. Brooklyn's awesome. I will say, the first time I went was when we went to Berry Park. And I went to, Dumbo before, not knowing how far it was from Berry Park, by the way. I, was rushing on, 10 different subways. I'm not good at subways, you guys. I've gotten on the wrong one probably more than I've got on the right one. But it's a really cool part of New York. And I told my sister, I was like, if I stay here, I think I want to move to Brooklyn.
Interesting.
Which might be a hot take, but I like it.
No, you know what? It's not a hot take at all.
What's the best part in Brooklyn?
It really depends. It depends on, for families, if you want
I
to
like quiet.
Greenpoint, probably.
Greenpoint, okay.
But then you have to take like the G train, which runs like...
So you don't take a subway, you take a train?
No, it's like the subway.
It runs what?
It's like it runs very sporadically and always breaks. Yeah. Bad thing about Brooklyn is if you work in Manhattan, and people in Brooklyn call Manhattan Work Island. Mm-hmm. If you work in Manhattan, living in Brooklyn the commute is tough. Unless you're like in Williamsburg and you take the L. But the L also...
What about Dumbo? That one goes straight from...
So Dumbo, yeah, and Dumbo's more residential. So yeah, if you like quiet. But I feel like as a young person, you also don't want to be just like in a quiet area.
Yeah, that's true.
Your social life is going to end up having you go commute to fun places.
Yeah.
Right?
And my sister lives in the city.
Yeah. All right, I'm checking the chat here real quick. And obviously, Diego saying Mexico will never beat Argentina.
Diego.
We'll see, brother. Maybe you guys...
For the sake of the happiness in the studio, I hope Mexico wins. Because then we're both going to be depressed.
Argentina has to get through Cape Verde first, and we'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be easy.
No.
It's not going to be easy. All right, what else do I have?
Anything else with Legends lineups?
Legends. So just to give you guys a recap, if you joined us late, today we announced our Legends, Mivit Football Legends Mint. It is not a paid mint. It is a burn to redeem. Obviously, there's a lot of Mivit Football collectibles that are no longer in the hunt for the fantasy game. So we wanted to give folks an opportunity to use those. And so you can mint a Legends by burning 3 collectibles from the group stage. There's only 300 Legends, and there's 5 OG Mivits in the pool. So your odds of pulling a Mivit from the Legends pool are actually 10 times higher than they were in the regular group stage collectibles mint. And then if you have a Legends and you can play fantasy football, that will put you in the enhanced prize pool, which we win the regular cash prize that anybody can participate in with their regular group stage collectibles, but also you win a Mivit if you win that day. And also, they're just awesome.
They are.
Awesome.
I mean, cool.
Kind of wish I had, something to like... No, we wanna shock you guys when you see them.
Yeah, it's better to be surprised because it's gonna be a good surprise and something that I think everyone will be really excited about.
Yes. I am so hungry.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your lunch plan today?
I don't know. Yesterday I had Lenwich. Classic. It's really good. I don't know. I've been on a David's protein bar kick. That's not lunch, but it's like a hyperfixation I'm having. But did you see that they got like Regina George? Like, do you believe that?
I don't follow that drama. I just saw the headlines.
Because I like kind of saw it and I was like, okay, that'd be kind of crazy if a brand lied about what's on their bar and what's in it. But crazy. A lot of people do.
Everybody lies.
I know, but it's not allowed.
What's the last lie you ever told? Last lie you ever told?
Yesterday, my sister, she was asking about the mug, actually. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. So this mug I brought because we have a new coffee machine here. And I didn't want to buy a new mug. My sister has like 4 of them. And she goes, did you break my A mug? And I was like, no, I actually just took it to work. Like, we have a coffee machine. I didn't want to buy a new mug. She was like, and you didn't ask me? Ooh. And then I was like, no, I asked you. And then I said that the text never...
Wow, the gaslighting!
And then I was like, the text never went through, sorry. But, like, we're sisters. Like, I'm so used to... I could never, like, say that to somebody else, but because it's my sister, I know how she's going to react, and she's terrifying. She's horrifying. Like, I'm not...
What if she's watching this right now?
She would have, like, literally probably thrown boiling water on my face if I took it without asking. But then she let me stay in her house the other day, too, and if anyone watching this grew up with sisters, you know how girls are. And she was like, did you wear my clothes when you were, like... I was gone.
So being a girl and having a sister.
Yeah. And I was like, no.
Did you?
Yeah. It was amazing. I was going through her closet left and right.
Wow.
Don't watch this if she's watching.
If she's watching, sorry, sister.
She would do it to me too.
Was she?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's fair. You would say it's fair, like it's
fair
game. Okay. I found a meme while I was closing the windows that I want to show people. You ready for this? This is Brazilian dogs celebrating the win yesterday.
That's amazing. That's not like how?
He saw all the people around him like cheering and being loud, and he's going nuts.
That's so funny.
That's gonna be me tonight when Mexico scores. That is going to be me tonight when Mexico scores. Oh man. Well, big day. Huge day. Mexico. Maybe we do this. So this is a Morocco celebration out in Queens yesterday. After.
Oh, that's cool. I honestly couldn't recognize the place. It looked like it was in Morocco.
Well, you know, New York City has all kinds of places.
Totally.
That are very ethnic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we Mexicans don't really have one because our identity is like very diaspora. But,
San Diego has a big Mexican.
No, I meant in New York City.
Oh, yeah.
New York City.
Is that Jimmy Butler?
Yes, I don't know if you guys saw this one. So we're in the memes part of the show.
That's so funny.
Jimmy Butler was out in the Colombia match. And if you can't read it, it says, "Manager, hey, can you turn your camera on?" Me watching the World Cup from my sofa at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday.
The hat is class.
Which is really funny. I think the hat and the glass of wine are AI from what I remember.
Okay. No, are you sure? I think the hat was real.
Oh, was it? Okay, makes sense.
Maybe, I think the glass of wine is AI.
So I went to watch the
He's
first half of the Germany game at Standard Beer Garden. And there was like 6 of us right before the game, with our laptops up working, which was really, really funny.
That is funny. Turn your camera on.
Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, so this is more of the Mexican party outside the hotel, the Ecuador hotel, so the Ecuadorian players wouldn't sleep. You just gotta love Mexicans, man.
It's so funny.
We're awesome. We're an awesome culture. The country politically is not good, but we are
The $180 ball.
an awesome country. All right, so that is it for today, I think, because I'm really hungry.
Okay.
We did not do score predictions.
Should we do it really fast?
Really, really fast. Let's do
Okay.
it. So Ivory Coast versus Norway.
I'm going to go 2-1 Norway.
3-2 Norway.
Okay. France, Sweden. I'm saying 3-1 France.
4-1.
Okay. Mexico, Ecuador. 2-0 Mexico.
2-0. Yep. Let's go. All right. Well, guys.
See, I'm giving you good vibes about Mexico. I need the same back for Netherlands.
I was cheering with Netherlands people yesterday.
Okay, fair. I know. I believe you. I'm just giving you a hard time.
It's just like, it's generational trauma.
It is. It's fair.
It is like...
Trauma's trauma.
It is... I didn't pull up the meme, but there was a meme, and there was a picture of a Dutch woman crying on the stands, and then a Mexican was like, "Yeah, keep crying, woman. That's the way I felt when I was 12 years old, and you stole that PK from us." Like that, it was generational trauma for us.
Okay, it makes sense.
All right, guys. Well, good luck to everybody playing today. Maybe it's Football Legends, Mint, but Burn to Redeem opens at 1 p.m. Remember to set your fantasy lineups for the knockout stage. It's a group of 16 plus quarterfinals. You can make one substitution between the round of 16 and the quarterfinals. That's one game. If you have a legend, you win the cash prize plus 1 MeBit. If you just have group stage collectibles, you win the cash prize. Then the next game will involve points from the semifinal, the third place game, and the final. And again, in between the semis and the last 2 games, you can make one substitution. And the brackets are all busted. We'll talk about them tomorrow and how we score those, just so that guys know why the scoring is the way it is. But obviously tomorrow we'll be celebrating Mexico's win. I might be a little tired tomorrow, but yeah, I'm sleeping with this flag like tied around me. I've had this flag in New York for 17 years. I've seen
watched it.
Everything. Never watched it. It's got all kinds of like chocolate and champagne. I had a great night one time with champagne bottles. Anyways, vamos México, si se puede.
Vamos México.
Y we'll do the live stream en español mañana cuando ganemos.
No.
¿Por qué no? Pero tú hablas español.
Yo hablo un poquito de español.
Tú sacaste A en tu clase de español este verano.
Sí.
¿Sí?
Mm-hmm.
Ok. ¿Estás lista? ¿No?